Erste Frage, funktioniert? Daumen
Das
hoch,
kommt noch
falls
vor,
ja.
das kommt vor. Und eins in den Chat für
Ja, das letzte Mal. Ja, moin, moin, okay. Yeah, okay, so we go for English now again. Sorry for letting you wait a bit, but we had some technical issues here.
as always.
So, yeah, hopefully, like, this takes us longer than fixing a whole reading radio and everything. So, yeah, but now we're here. Yeah, what is the current status of? Wait, we prepared. Moritz prepared something for you, and here we go. Later again.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's continue. How's the race going? How's everything running? I mean, we are not leading yet, but still 3 more days to go. I mean, to be honest, we were not dictating or not setting the pace like last year's, or like I mean, it was easier for us to set the pace and to interact in the bunch of riders a bit more than last year's. This time we more or less just had to hang on and
we couldn't until now. We just forced to react.
Yeah, that's true.
Where do we left you guys the last time? I think we stopped at the stage. When was the last time we had the live stream?
After stage 2.
Stage 2. So first stage in Tulbach was done, and then we had another one, which was quite good. Our first podium of this year's. We became third. Yeah, but nevertheless, like even if we were on the podium, we never had the perfect day so far.
Yeah, it was two third positions. Yeah, which was actually quite nice, but to be honest, there was not a perfect day till now. So I'm not sure like if it is us which are a bit more weak, but I think it's more that the whole level is quite high this time. So yeah, on the other side it's also nice to have a high level of racing, but for sure for us as athletes it's always better or nicer to perform on like tip top level and going for the win. At the moment, it's quite hard for us, but I think the confidence is coming back. Like I cramped a lot on the first wheel stage, and the prologue was super tough for you, where you kind of could not perform at all on your level. So I think we did the prologue, which was only 1 hour 5 or something. Mm-hmm. We had an average power more or less the same like we had on the normal stages.
Yeah, it was horrible.
A bit less, but or a bit more than on the normal stages. But like, that was for example shitty, and also the day I cramped, or also I had 2 super bad days towards the end of the stages on the first on stage 1 and 2, and now stage 3 and 4 were way better. And today I think the others just rode an incredibly high pace in the beginning. So
but I was a bit surprised. For example, today there was quite a large group in the beginning, and there were also people still in the front group which we haven't seen yet before.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if it was just the fact that we couldn't find our legs in the beginning, and for sure the pace was high, but I think it was just. I would like to point fingers and it's their fault, but I think we have to blame ourselves for the first hour.
I mean,
but towards the end it got better, and the positive thing of today is we could gain some time on Buff Megamo.
Yeah, true.
And they had a bad day. They had a stellar performance so far, so almost flawless. But they showed some weaknesses. Scott or World Bicycle Relief had some bad luck the last days and also not good performances, but it was never to the extreme where.
Yeah, they had no extreme bad day. They had 2 flat tires, and one day which was not perfect maybe. That one day they had a flat tire really in the beginning, and then there was one super long single track climb where it was super hard if you're coming from the back to overpass the riders.
Yeah.
So in the end it's not, the damage is not too big at the moment, but Specialized, they're like, especially Matt Beers is super strong this time. He's pulling all the time, and he's also climbing quite well, even though he's quite a big guy. So and they really had no off day yet.
No.
And they are also riding quite controlled. They are not damaging anything. So yeah.
Well, they destroyed one rear wheel at the stage where we became.
Matt Beers. Yeah, maybe that was a close call for them.
Was stage 3? 2.
That's true. Yeah.
That was the closest of them fucking up, but so far we're a bit more than halfway through. I think we're still up in the mix for the GC. We came definitely with a different expectation and wanted to be already now in a better position than we're in right now. But we have to play the cards we're dealt, and we have to make the best out of it. And I think considering the bad luck we had, and I mean, I don't know, bad luck, but the instances or the instances we had to deal with, I think we made the best out of it, and we can be proud of what we've done so far.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that we find a perfect day.
Yeah.
And let's see what the other guys are doing the next days, because even 9 minutes to GC right now sounds a lot, but actually that's maybe one super bad day or 2 slightly bad days or slightly off days, and if we find good legs, find our rhythm, and stay safe, I think still everything is possible.
Yeah, and towards the end of that race, like, the extremes get more extreme. So normally if someone explodes or has a bad day, it's really bad towards the end, and so it gets more extreme towards the end because everyone is quite getting weaker and weaker, and so the fatigue kicks in, and hopefully we find some good days now. I think both of us, we had not the perfect day till yet. I mean, you had one day where you were riding quite well, but I had a bad day on that day. So we need for sure to get a top position in GC. We need some really good days from now on, and the bit of luck that nothing happens, and then I think we're still everything is possible. And I mean, 2 years back, the GC was also going back and forth, and for example, Bafmegamo, they lost a lot of time today, and then so it changes a lot, and the time gaps are there, but they are not too big. So I think everything is still possible, and I think we will see tomorrow how the trend goes, and if we really can do better towards the end, or if it's still like more or less a fight to survive.
Yeah, we that's the 3rd time for us, but so far it's a completely different one.
Yeah.
It's I would say it's definitely harder. I don't know if it's the courses or the track, but the competition is stronger. There's more exchange in the GC. Just more teams on the same level, I would say.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. The next
now, like, for example, Villiers, they totally dropped out of the top positions, but CD is coming back, or Canyon CD. So there's a lot of position changes going on, and I'm not sure how Andy Sewald and Mark Stutzmann will be the next days, but the last 2 days were quite impressive by them. So yeah, I think, but they're also right. Like if they continue like that, they're also on an upward trend, and yeah, maybe we can jump on their train as well. But yeah, we'll see.
Sorry, I'm just a bit tired. No, and what I also realized is that what I saw now multiple times is if you really have a super good day and maybe expending too much energy, you're definitely going to pay it the next day. So like there weren't 2 consecutive days of guys outperforming everyone.
Yeah,
I think that's also a sign that the level of competition is high, that you have 1 or 2 shots maybe during the whole week, but you won't have the chance to put time into the others 2 days in a row almost. That's how hard it is to actually make a move and make a dent. Yeah,
but that's maybe a thing which is not coming into our, which is not playing into our cards. But yeah, we will see. So yeah, in the end, like for example, I think today we did really well because we felt super bad in the beginning, but we both had the right mindset to take our time to ride in control, and then we just gave it all out over the top of that climb today, and then we rode a quite good downhill, did not damage anything there. So I think today we got the maximum out of the stage, and we did not do anything stupid, and if we keep on doing that, we cannot do more than that.
No.
So
no, that is the maximum you can do.
Yeah,
doing 100% of the capability you have that day.
Yeah. And so I felt like today we were so controlled, and we were also like equalizing, and then so we were not fucking each other up, so it was quite harmonic today, and I think that's the right way we have to go from now on, because that's the only option we got. So it's not like 2 years ago we could play around a bit and attack and then sprinting around in the field. Right. So somehow there was, I don't know if the level was lower or just not that much riders on the same level, but it was way easier, so we could put on a way better show maybe for you guys, but at the moment it's not possible. We have to stay calm and stay super focused to have a realistic chance for a podium or maybe even for a win.
Yeah. Okay, I see some activity in the chat here. I think we should try to answer some of you guys. Let's try to start in the beginning here. I saw a comment about the girls actually, and that you guys like the streams or the broadcast of the race and also the girls' race. And Tobias is agreeing with Matthias here in the chat, and I think so too. As you guys might know, that I watched all the live streams of last year's edition while training at home on the home trainer. I can definitely say that the last year's editions, especially in the women's race, was lacking a bit of, how would you say that? Lack of luster, excitement. There was just, in quotes, a boring race for them. There was mostly one strong team, and after half of the stage, they were already in the lead with a giant gap and not even close of being caught. I think this year's similar to the men's field, that the level of competition is higher, as we said so often already, and the fight for a GC and for stage wins are definitely on. So I really like that. We talked to Anna Terpstra in the morning, and they also agree that it's definitely more exciting than the last years.
And I think
more teams.
There's maybe more teams. I'm not sure about that, but I think also in the men's field is way more teams. So and there's like the last years I don't remember that there had been any sprint finishes at the women's race.
No.
It was always just solo riding, and I think now we had 2 or 3 sprint finishes already, which is quite nice. Yeah.
It's a good sign. Here, someone is asking how we're coping with the heat. Yeah, heat is definitely a problem, or what means problem? It's a factor in the race. Some deal with it better than the others, but you definitely have to take measures and take into consideration that it's going to be extremely hot over the day. And I think the day was the hottest day so far. I would say even in the morning it was 25 degrees at 7 a.m. So in my book that's extreme. And we have a good cooling strategy. We're working with ice socks for the neck, and cooled bottles at the feed zones.
But in the end, like there are two feed zones per stage, so it's quite limited to cooling options. So in the end, you have to be adapted to the heat and somehow know your limits. Like if you're going way too hard at some point, then you're just cooking yourself, and so that's also like I think pacing is very, very important in that race, not only over one stage, also over the whole race.
One guy is asking also about power numbers compared to other years. We just have the feeling right now. We cannot scientifically prove it.
Maybe we can
share some numbers.
Yeah, we can check that and let you know the next time we do that live thing.
But actually, it's also hard to compare because also the heat and is also a factor.
Heat is a big factor, and then it's like we got different power meters now.
Yeah.
But we try to give you an update which is halfway realistic or halfway true.
Okay, I think we should skip through some highlights of today. Try to see if there were some interesting.
Wait, we're gonna go here on YouTube.
Things going on. Just to give you guys an idea what happened today. So
the whole stage was shortened.
Exactly.
Because of the extreme heat, so it used to be 80 something kilometers.
There used to be a bit more
3,000 meters of climbing.
I think here that part till in Bukovine, still the first water point, everything was the same, and then it got shortened here a bit. I think we went from here straight into this climb, where I think here we lost the most time in this section.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
compared
was
to the other ones.
Yeah.
And the first till kilometer 20, I was struggling. Like I thought I catch you guys back here somewhere, and you were also hanging like in the back of the.
Yeah.
So that was shit, and that's where the kilometer where the water point is. In Bukovines, that's where the group just went away.
Yeah, here I was still hanging on with the leading group, but I was not seeing Georg, and it was also for me, I have to say, a bit too fast.
No, but I just closed
you closed the gap.
I closed the gap at the water point.
And we lost the group here.
But it took me quite an effort to close the gap, and then I was just dropped right again.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to shortly, because the viewers are not seeing the...
Used to be another climb. Yeah, and that's where we actually here in that part we lost the contact to the leading group, and that's also where we caught up to Buff Megamo. They were losing the contact here too.
Yeah,
there were some short kickers, flat. Oh, it was horrible.
We were dropped by the leading group, which was Toyota, World Bicycle Relief, and Canyon City. And then they dropped, like right after they dropped Buff Megamo. And then we were riding alone, trying to chase them together with Singer Racing. And then I think in that descent, somewhere we closed the gap. No, wasn't it a descent? But when did Singer get dropped? 7 Peaks climb. No, it was in the descent. We got them back and Singer got dropped.
And then we overtook.
And then they had that little issue.
Yeah. No, we even dropped from Buff Megamo and we caught back up to them because they had a flat.
Yeah.
And we overtook them and then we were leading up in 7 Peaks and Singer was gone by then. Yeah. In that climb. And we were together with Buff Megamo. We went down Cool Runnings up here. And I think in the entrance of the single track, I think the last part here is where we left them and we're riding alone up to the top and then all the way down to the finish line.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but that was really a nice stage. I mean, it looked quite spectacular.
In Route 66,
maybe also on the live
way
stream.
down to Wellington.
Maybe we can look up if we are.
Yeah, they are great
you can
friends.
see how
and just
we're struggling.
loving the Abs and Cape Epic this year more than ever before because yes, Becking's won stages before, but
I almost crashed somewhere in here.
Yesterday,
I think on that left sand on the left corner.
And,
yeah, because my front wheel got stuck into the sand and then the bunch was super big, so I was afraid that I caused a mass crash, and there was a mass crash on that road section. So.
A little bit of tar and then the climbing.
Yeah, so
the
first hour was just horrible. Here I felt still good. Here was second to the picture. But every day
absolutely,
it's a real almost a cross country start. Like, as soon as we're entering trails and as soon as it's getting hard, it's really tough.
The women's race.
Danielle Strader was riding
that's the big bunch of girls.
Steph Walter, she was fourth, so they know this route.
Egger and Baum are stroke. Sebastian Feeney, there's always doubt with
that's already the last climb they're going right now.
He has proved
that's more or less where we attack.
Able to match him and
worthy of that's quite this, but here Andy Sebald was struggling a bit.
Is it Andy or
Nino Schurter, the 10-time world
champion. Okay. You looked it up already. But we got Moritz told us that we should not look it up.
I did. Sorry. I didn't watch any
highlights. For me it's really like new now.
Here's the water point where I stopped for the first time in Cape Epic.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Fabulous record for him. Looking very much.
Yeah, and this water point is
but that climb was super long. I mean, it was rolling quite nicely.
Stop it here. There we see up Dues. That's there was the 100,000 switchbacks.
Yeah.
But the whole climb, I mean, if I'm pointing, you guys don't see. But the whole climb,
I think you can see it.
Basically, no, my finger.
The finger, not but the mouse. Yeah.
If I'm pointing the finger, the screen. Yeah. So the whole climb basically starts here and ends up, or is ending up here, and it's constantly going up, and that takes you, even in the race, around 40 minutes, I would say.
Yeah.
Where you constantly have to push, so it's a really, really tough climb. Here the up there are like, I think 30 switchbacks, something in that range, 30 switchbacks. And then the DNF one starts, that's the last switchback climb, and then a traverse to the very last switchbacks up to the down and cliffhanger. And here you see the camera bikes, Stefan and Thomas. Are in the later half or later part of the
the
of
forests
the
up
climb
high
right
in the
now.
mountains there.
I think Thomas is with us actually.
It's
And Stefan with the leading group.
Yeah,
for the
Thomas was-
riders,
yeah,
but
so you see
unfortunate
our
that
group
we're not
where
able to
we've
bring you
been
those,
here
those images, but as soon
a
as
bit
we
behind.
get pictures
And I
of that,
calculate and I stopped
Continue
also the
consistent.
time on top of the climb where we can do that all together.
the,
We had
connection from
around 3 minutes
up on the
on top
mountains.
Okay.
distance. And we gained
Then-
time on Canyon, and we
Yeah.
had the same time
Down. Okay.
down from here all the way to the finish. Then
Even though our crash.
even with the crash.
So the Absicate
a
Epic
bit
stage
of
for the
an-
Queen stage unfolding right here in
And then you
Wellington.
guys, I heard
Unfortunately,
you guys enjoy also the.
our connectivity is not
tech
consistent
talk.
enough to bring you live pictures right
Here
now.
you see it parallel. That's the last part of the climb.
How hard you're going.
The very last part. And here, I don't know if you can see it from that perspective of the helicopter footage. But when we ended here, I saw them somewhere up here. But it was for me hard to judge how many turns they were ahead of us. So in a straight line, it looked very close, but like maybe it was, actually it was 3 minutes in front of us.
Where we haven't spoke about it is the
So,
weight. Do you know
that's
how
the
much
leading
it
group
is?
right now.
It's probably a little bit heavier
I
than
think
it is
that's
normal
Andy,
for
actually.
cross-country racing, but do you know?
Oh no, that's Tristan, not you.
That's
Wow, okay.
Tristan,
You
yeah.
almost catch them.
Yeah, you almost caught them.
Things that I bring a pump.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 3 teams, and then a single Tristan, not you.
Tool here in the axle. I normally also don't have on.
Going up the
Tires
last
again.
part, and
I would say
they.
like this is about.
So well, the Wellington.
They're almost at the top.
Wellington region. And good news for the fans of
here's
Canyon
Andy
City.
struggling a
is
bit.
that Stutzmann and Seerwald are back in
And where the
touch.
flags are, that's
Just
the
before the
upmost,
critical stage, the
the
critical
upper part.
point, the cliffhanger, the Toyota
the
tough
peak,
section of the
basically.
day, the mountain bikers highlight. And, Nino Schurter
yeah.
will lead the way.
Then they're going into the downhill, and here you see
Sebastian Finney
at
as they breathe.
roughly 4 or 50, 250. They're crossing the whole group is crossing
at the top,
the,
the highest point in the race. And ready for that
peak
point, yeah.
thrilling descent
We are
down.
coming
You can
3
see
minutes later.
the switchbacks, the dramatic second day out. The prologue.
Here we are
Closing that gap on that must be relieved and grateful for that flat section. All
at
clear.
2:53 and 5 seconds. We are crossing the.
Nichts gut, diese.
Wiederverbindung erfolgreich.
Ah, okay, then it's back now.
Okay, I think we are back. So, yeah, what did we talk about?
No, I actually, sorry for the, we're back. Sorry for the interruption, the internet was down for a sec. I actually wanted to know from you guys if you follow the live stream and also compared to the other years, if you like this year's better, because I heard there was a change in companies who was running the live stream. I haven't looked at it in detail, but I would like to know if you guys like the live stream, the commentary, and the pictures. I only have limited. I spent limited time with the live stream, so I would like to know what you guys think. And meanwhile, we can answer some questions. There was one other question where I think from Roykat, or I don't know how your name is, but what we're actually talking about during the clip we posted on the tarmac section, where I seemed upset with Georg, and I actually was a bit upset because in that situation, or in Cape Epic in general, there can be situations, or I missed Annika's commentary. There can be situations where you're not aware where your partner is, and there was exactly something like that. We were all entering in a big group a sandy section, and you and the other guys went super good through it, and I was struggling with Matt Beers through that section. And afterwards we hit the tarmac section, and you tried to push on the tarmac section to put pressure on the other guys, but I was not on the back wheel. But Georg thought I was on the back wheel.
Yeah, so I saw that there's the yellow jerseys, like Megamo, Hans and Wout. And then there was one more guy, but I did not properly saw who it is, and because I pushed full gas, there was just, and I tried to go as aero as possible. I could not look properly, and then I just pushed for 2 minutes maybe, till I recognized because Hans also blocked a bit my view, and they were all riding right on the right side because the wind came a bit from the left, and then I was just seeing Hans on my back wheel and no one else really. So and I thought, because in the shadow I saw 4 bikes, and I thought the last one is you, so that was a bit a misunderstanding, but that happened. It was not too bad because Matt Beers was the leader of the second group and he had to close the gap. So, but sure that maybe was not perfect. And on the other side, that climb which was coming was also super long and almost a bit too good rolling to get away as a team of 2.
Yeah, it was. Things like that can happen. And, I was. Leckte meine Zielsprints. So the quality of the live stream is not that good.
I think some of the viewers are confusing whether you're talking about this live stream you're doing now or
I'm actually talking about the Cape Epic live stream, the live stream
of the race.
So,
not our live thing, which are we doing right now. Jens, our mechanic, he wrote me in WhatsApp where he told me what he changed during the race, which is maybe also interesting that you guys know like how intense in material the whole thing is. So we had the first few stages were super rough. I think you could not clearly see it in the live stream maybe, how rough some of those climbs were, and also the descents. So the first days, like, they cost us like 2 back tires, a big deal, but in the end, if you want to do it professional, you should bring enough spare parts for all 3 tech boxes. There's 3 tech zones over one stage, and there should be something like a rear derailleur, new pedals, maybe some new CO2 bumps, then some hexagon keys, and like everything you could need for a proper wrenching session during the stage should be there. It makes life way easier, because last year we also did the mistake that we did not have enough tools for every tech box, so we had to do everything with that mini tool, which was maybe not too clever. And we got like a brake, one complete brake, which we could mount if it's necessary in that box as well. Some gabba tape. That's it more or less.
Okay, I see Dan, Tobias, Julian, Blueberry, that you're all kind of on the same page about the race live stream, that it used to be better last year. I have the slight suspicion also, but as I said, I haven't looked into it that much. It's a bit of a shame that that it's not as constant or consistent as the previous years.
Maybe they're not filming the top riders that much, because they're not that much drama queens as we had been the last years. Maybe the wildlife and everything is more interesting. So we do our best to get some drama going on.
Try to create some drama. I don't know how to fix it. I mean, they have they have the motos with us, they have the helis, they have drones sometimes.
For us, it feels like it's the same coverage, because there's always the motos riding around, there are the e-bike riders, and I think it's the same amount of cameras going around.
But actually, what they do with the footage, we have no clue during the race. So.
Yeah, if I can say something, I think they lack sometimes connection. Like they have the same amount of cameras, but I think somehow the service around it has maybe changed and not connected for most of the time. And they create a lot of footage, but they can create the live footage that well.
Yeah, but that's a current problem here in general, because also on my phone I got sometimes bad connection here.
Yeah.
And last year it was way better. Yeah, so we don't really know. Maybe it's really the biggest thing is the connection. Yeah. We will see. Yeah, but anyhow, it's good that they do it, and I think, maybe the last years were a bit more like. I think the best, the heli footage is nice as a topping, but if they only do that heli pics, it's a bit boring. And that onboard, I think the e-bikers are maybe the best onboard footage guys you could get.
Yeah, but if they don't have a stable connection, which can handle the bandwidth of data going up, then even the e-bike footage is shaky and pixely. I don't know the English.
But it was super nice the last years. And that's quite true. I mean, I also looked only parts of the live stream like we did with you guys. And there was not too much e-bike footage. And also not too much from the motos. And they are all the time riding with us and filming us. Yeah. So I think it's mainly the connection problem.
Yeah, we'll see.
Cool.
So far from us.
We're gonna rest up now.
We're gonna rest
fresh again, and let's see.
Let's attack in the last 3 days.
Yeah.
So what is the? Do we have a next stream planned or not?
That depends on you.
Sunday after race stream.
I think it's even an advantage for us guys, because then we can show afterwards, after the race, to all the media. They can just listen to the streams and they know more or less everything. Because that's something which was super stressful the last years. After the Cape Epic, we did interviews and telling all the time the same things, but we never recorded it properly. So maybe that's beneficial for us as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you know what's going on in our quartier and how the vibe is, and so we will see. It was quite rough for us the last days, and now we try everything to switch it around and give all our best. And I think we are in a good way. We're not beefing around as much as we did in the first stages, and I think also our power output equalizes quite good. So today, for example, I had no problems in the end, which was always a bit of a problem the last days and also the last years. So if we could perform in the last 1.5 or 2 hours of the next stages, and we find our rhythm, and maybe the others are struggling at some point, I think then everything is possible, and we go full gas for that.